for. I'm so excited. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes before we start to really, really thank the people that have liked, shared, commented, subscribed, because that's how you support, people that are trying to make their dream come true or a small business. And I know personally, and Katie's the most supportive person I know probably, but if there's something I can do for somebody, especially if it's free,
right,
I would do it. I would do it. So please continue to share so that we can keep doing this and having fun with it and hopefully take it to the next level. So.
I can't believe we're on episode 4 already.
I know. It's fun. We enjoy it, so it's going fast.
We really do. When I was editing last week's video, I really was like, is this really episode 3? And I was like, no way, this is 4. And then I had to go back and count. We've really done it this many times, so I'm excited.
Me too. Well, it's my week to go first.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you about famous feuds.
Famous feuds. Okay, I love famous people.
I'm going to, well, they're not necessarily all famous.
Oh, okay. So,
well, I think they are, though.
Feuds. Just feuds.
I'm going to call it beef from here on out, okay?
Okay. But can you only say it like Arby says it?
I got the meats.
Oh,
Arby's, we have the
beef.
I think it is meats, but replace that word with beef.
Katie, is there anybody that you have beef with in your life now?
Anybody that I have beef with? Maybe one-sided beef. Like, they don't know we're beefing, but I'm like,
You just don't like them. So is that I try to live my life kind of like that too, but like, if we have beef, it's one-sided on their end.
Okay.
I try to stay so unbothered.
I do love that about you.
But there are people that I have beef with.
Yeah.
One person in particular that I always say, like, it's on site if I see her.
Catch me outside, how about that?
It wouldn't be. I would be so shocked, honestly.
It would be.
Maybe, yeah. I do have one adulthood beef right now, but I feel like it's justified, but I'm not going to get into that.
Hey, if they're watching, they know, so.
Oh, I hope she's watching. Your haters watch twice.
That's right.
So, hi. I'm still around.
Not going anywhere.
So, what I'm going to do with these beefs is I'm going to try to tell you what they're about as impartially as I can.
Okay.
But also as uneducated as I can. Like, I'm just going to try to, like, this is what it's about, I think. This is what I read here or there. And then I want you to pick a side.
Oh, okay.
So let's see who the first famous beef is. Do you know these two?
I do.
Okay. So it is Tanya Harding.
Yes.
And Nancy Kerrigan. If you know these two, you probably know the overall story. But let me tell you what I think it is.
Okay.
And then you pick a side. Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan were both competing in the Olympics in hip-hop dancing. No, just kidding.
I was like,
I literally have them in skates.
Maybe I don't know who they are then.
And figure skating. Nancy Kerrigan is like, she is a little princess. Like, her family was well-to-do. She had the best coaches. She was really, really good. Tanya Harding, I think, came from the trailer park and lived there with her single mom and dropped out of school in the 10th grade to pursue this Olympic dream full time. Now, here's where things get fuzzy.
Okay.
Because Nancy Kerrigan was attacked before the Olympics and her knee was badly injured by an associate of Tanya Harding's. Tanya says she knew something was up, but she had no idea that they were going to attack and hurt Nancy Kerrigan, who went on to win. Well, or at least beat Tanya.
I didn't know that.
She went on to beat Tanya. And then what ended up happening ultimately was because of this conviction, she was found guilty of tampering after a fact or something. I don't know for sure. Again, this is just going to be what I think happened.
Sure.
and did get, I think, 3 years probation, but stripped of all of her titles, wasn't allowed to compete competitively ever again, and ended up like working as a mechanic. She did celebrity boxing matches, like just whatever she could do.
I can't wait until we're famous enough to do celebrity boxing
Oh.
matches.
Gosh, I don't know. I hope we're more famous so we don't have to do
You're right, you're right.
Whose side are you on?
I mean, I feel like I have to go with the woman that had her body
I know.
injured and smashed into pieces, but
Yeah.
I don't know, was there, and you might not know, or if this
I'm gonna wing it. Wait, what do you want to know?
is, like, was there only tension prior to that because they were both so good and they both wanted to win?
They're both really competitive, yeah. And I'm making this up, but I think Nancy used to call Tanya names.
I'm making this up.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, never mind.
No? So you're on Nancy's side.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Nancy.
Okay, I don't blame you. Makes sense.
Are you Tanya's side?
No, I can't be, but I want to be.
Why?
Just because I know what it's like to be the underdog, and her home life was terrible. Her husband was a dirtbag. Maybe he was this. I'm gonna make this up. He was abusive and kind of. She felt like she had no choice.
You think?
I don't think so, but that's what I'm gonna go with, and that's why I'm gonna pick Tanya.
Oh my gosh!
Yep. Do you know these two?
I do know those two, but I didn't know there was a beef.
Vin Diesel and The Rock. Serious beef.
Serious beef.
So rumor has it that they were in the Fast and the Furious franchise. That's not
Yes.
rumor, that's fact.
That is fact.
The rumor is that The Rock on set is kind of easygoing, a lot of fun, and kind of, just everybody loves him.
Okay.
Vin Diesel is serious about his craft, and we've got to take this movie seriously, and you need to deliver on this role. And The Rock got sick of his shit, and it got so bad between these two because of their different acting styles that towards the end they weren't even in scenes together.
Okay.
Like if they were in a racing scene, that was shot separately.
Separately.
Whose side are you on?
Vin Diesel.
What is wrong with you?
I want to love The Rock. I love a ton of things that The Rock is in, but there are certain things about The Rock that I don't love. I feel like
Point them out.
You can't point out arrogance, which I feel like
Oh.
he has. And I feel like that's probably like my biggest thing. I've just, me and The Rock, that we go way back. So
Apparently.
he's just always seemed like a very arrogant person to me. So, but I do, again, I love several. I think he's a good actor. I love several things that he's been in. But as like a person outside of those roles, I feel like he would probably, or is, maybe, I don't know.
We're just making these theories up. That's
we
why.
really are
Mhm.
arrogant. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go Vin Diesel.
I'm sorry, you're wrong.
You just like looking at
I
The
do
Rock.
like looking at The Rock. But also I just think when I see him and his playful banter that he has with some of his co-stars, I don't get arrogant. I get fun and smart, because there's a certain intelligence to being funny.
There is. I mean, we are hilarious
Smart.
and intelligent.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get some evidence, and I'll send it your way next time I see
Okay.
it.
I'll ask you next week if you've changed your mind about any of these.
Okay.
Okay. Up next, do you know these two?
The names, yes. The pictures and feuds, no.
Okay.
That looks like it was before my time.
It was. It was even before my time. They used to ride to the set on dinosaurs.
I thought that was a dinosaur spike in her hair.
So I'm talking about Joan Crawford and Betty Davis. And you're exactly right. They were old Hollywood movie stars. Maybe it was Betty Davis. One of them said about the other, She slept with so many men in Hollywood. She slept with every single one of them except Lassie. You know who Lassie is? That's some shade.
That is some shade.
That is some shade. And then Joan Crawford had a movie coming out. No, I'm sorry. These people, I don't know them at all, but you're going to pick a side. Betty Davis had a movie getting ready to come out, and she was really excited about the press. Well, right as it was getting ready to come out and her movie was going to be this huge success, she got pissed off because Joan Crawford was filing for divorce, and that took over all the headlines. So their feud would be like on sets. They did movies together in their 60s, and we're still fighting with each other.
I need to see a current day picture of these ladies because they sound.
Well, it would just be a headstone.
Oh, okay. I guess you're probably
But
right.
you could.
But
They both lived to be seniors, so you could definitely find
a more recent pictures.
Yeah. So whose side are you on, Joan Crawford or Betty Davis? Let me tell you one more fun fact about Joan Crawford.
Okay.
Joan Crawford adopted a couple of kids and is famously known for beating them. There's even a movie out about it called Mommy Dearest.
Yeah.
Now, whose side are you on? The baby beater or the shade thrower?
Well, I wanted to be on the baby beater side
Yeah.
until you told me she was a baby beater.
I was afraid you were leaning that way, so I had to pull up the big guns.
Well, I know you were winging it, so did you just make that up to
No.
steer me in the other
No.
direction?
This is, well, I mean, according to her adopted daughter,
Okay.
and maybe you go down this rabbit hole. I think her name was Christina Crawford. But if you just Google Mommy Dearest, there's a book, there was a movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I want to say when she died, I'm maybe making this part up, but I think she didn't leave her kids anything. Like, she left it to animals. I mean, who doesn't love a good pet?
Me.
Right.
I can't go with the baby beater
Mm-hmm.
until I at least Google and find out that that's not true. So I'm gonna have to go with Bette Davis, but I don't love a lady that's like she sleeps with them, and then, because
Yeah.
that's not affecting you.
That's true. This was a different time, though. Like, now they'd be like, sex work is work.
You're right.
But back then, you were just a hoe.
I mean, I guess I'll be on Bette Davis's team.
Yes. Yeah, me too. I'll bring it up a little bit more current. Kim Cattrall versus Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay.
Do you know a little bit about this feud?
I've heard of it, but please give me a refresher.
So they were both on Sex and the City, and Sarah Jessica Parker was credited. You know, she was the star. She was the main character.
Right.
And then she got, I want to say, like an executive producer title as well, and it was like a $300,000 pay increase.
Okay.
And Kim was like, hey, to the rest of like the team that was on, or the cast, you know, the ladies, let's all get together, you too, Sarah Jessica, let's all get together and go say we all want a pay increase. Like, this shows, indirect quote.
No, I'm sorry. You said, come on, Sarah Jessica. Do you know that's what people call her?
That's what Kim called it. Sarah Jessica, I want a pay increase too.
I'm sorry.
And Sarah Jessica Parker was like, "No, I'm good. I'm making enough money. I'm not making no waves. Because if they pay you more, maybe they'll try to divvy it out of mine." No, she didn't really say that, but
I mean, she didn't have to.
right. Then there was a lot of like kind of back and forth. Kim Cattrall was like really public about like, I can't stand that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sarah Jessica Parker would be like, what? We don't get along?
Oh.
Like, she had no idea.
Right.
So, out of these two, who you going with?
I feel like all the answers I choose are wrong.
No, there's no right or wrong.
But
Flashback.
What is wrong with you?
I'll-
Pick a side.
I don't really know a lot about the new Sex and the City,
Mhm.
and I've never seen Sex and the City,
Mhm.
but I do remember when the new one came out, I love reading a good article about just like, she was excluded. Kim Cattrall
Yes.
was excluded.
And you had to
from
be
it.
like, why? Where's Samantha?
And then I got bitchiness from her, and I was on Sarah Jessica Parker's
Mm-hmm.
side.
But did you know why?
I didn't. But I still kind of want to pick Sarah Jessica.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know why.
I kind of feel like there's no, like, I can understand if Kim felt betrayed a little bit. Like, I work really hard too.
Right.
And but she wasn't the main star, so what are you gonna do?
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna remain neutral on this.
Okay.
one. I can see both sides.
I can too. I don't like the RBF that she has.
Well, we all can't help that.
I'm
Katie.
sorry.
Whoa.
Oh, I was hoping you'd get to this one.
Katy Perry.
Mhm.
And our girl T Swift.
T-Swift.
So do you know what this feud is about a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
So Taylor Swift had a tour coming up.
Mhm.
She had hired Katie's backup dancers.
Yes.
But then Katie went and poached them back.
Yes.
And then Taylor was scrambling to get new backup dancers, and she was pissed. Because that was a huge inconvenience. And this is Taylor's world.
It is Taylor's world, and we're living in it.
Exactly. I think we're both going to be on the same side on this one.
Well, probably. Well, maybe. You know I'm a Taylor Swift fan
Right.
at heart. You put Taylor Swift in front of me with Katy Perry. You give me the Kardashian and Taylor Swift feud. You give me the Taylor and Scooter feud. I'm always going to be on Taylor's side.
Mhm.
However,
Oh, okay.
since that has happened, I know that I don't remember which album it was that Taylor released, but Katy Perry sent her a literal olive branch.
Yes. Yes.
And
Don't get ahead of us, okay?
okay.
I'm asking whose side are you on?
Well, if you would have asked me in that day,
Uh-huh.
I would have been on Taylor's side.
But you think? Well, no. Let's talk about it now. We can. You'll see. You'll see why I say that in a
Okay.
minute. But so you think Katie extending that literal and figurative olive branch
Yes.
was big of her?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
You disagree?
No, it was. It was. It was the right thing to do.
I mean, I wouldn't call them besties, but they're friends now. They're on speaking terms again.
Yeah. I'm on Taylor's side for that, but Katie did the right thing. Yes, I
Yes,
agree.
yeah. Yes, I would agree with exactly that.
Okay, let's see who I got next. Oh, Solange
Oh
Knowles
my gosh.
and Jay-Z. Okay,
I won't get ahead of you this time.
so this feud,
Mhm.
they've kept it very mysterious.
They have.
So I've been forced to speculate based on rumor mill. And the rumor has it that they were all at this event, and Jay, I call him Jay,
Only his close friends do, so it makes sense.
Jay was just getting too up close and personal and just being too flirty with one of the women at the party. So when they all got in the elevator to go home, little did Solange know that there was a camera in the elevator, and she smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Solange versus Jay-Z, which side are you going to be on? And what more do you know about this?
That's pretty much all I know. I have a very vivid memory of that recording
Yes.
being spread across the internet and the TV. I'm on Solange's side.
All day.
Sorry if
A woman doesn't smack the shit out of you for
Without
no
a reason. Exactly.
Something happened.
And I'm sorry, especially if you're going to be cheating on my sister Beyonce,
Right.
then yeah, you do deserve to be slapped.
Yeah, like look in the mirror, sir.
I don't know. Z's got some good locks going on.
Yeah, I do like his hair there, but no, he's still Beyonce's on his lead.
Seriously.
Okay, so let me hear whose side you're on. Gwyneth Paltrow
Okay.
versus Martha Stewart. Did you know this was a beef?
I didn't. But I've already picked my sides.
Oh my gosh, I love this beef. So, Gwyneth was doing a commercial for Goop. You know how I'm a big
Goop.
fan of Goop.
Nope.
At the end of the commercial, was like throwing shade at Martha and was like, I've got to go. This is Martha Stewart. Like in this little promo ad that she did. And they were both doing gift basket promotions around the same time.
Okay.
So when they went and said, Martha, did you see that commercial? What was Gwyneth's problem? She was like, I don't really know what this is an indirect quote.
Thank you.
I don't really know what her problem is, but if she was that good of an actress, she wouldn't be trying to be Martha Stewart.
Ooh, she was burned.
This woman's 80.
She is. Did you know that?
No, she's gorgeous. Yeah.
She's 80 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe not 80, but she's in her late 70s.
Yeah.
My mind was blown when I read that not too long ago.
And this is a current picture. It wasn't like I went old school. I just love that you're 70 or 80 and you're like, unbothered by that bitch.
Do you know why she's like that? Because she spends so much time with Snoop.
Yes. Snoop taught her how to burn people.
I love the Snoop and Martha combo.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So you're on Martha's side.
All day.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
We know how you feel about Gwyneth Paltrow. You told us last week.
This could be a picture of anybody in Gwyneth, and I'm like that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And I agree with Martha. If you're that good of an actress, why are you selling goodies?
Exactly.
Do you know who these two are?
I don't. I have seen you. So this lady does look familiar. I might follow her on TikTok. I definitely don't follow this person. But they have been popping up on my For You page a little bit. I have not dug into the beef. I have seen you commenting, which I love, so I can kind of tell whose side you're on, but please tell me what it's about.
Okay, so I'm going to do it as much as I can based on TikTok. But we're talking about Kelsey versus Cody. And Kelsey on TikTok goes by Growing with Kelsey or Perfectly Kelsey. She has 2 accounts.
Okay.
And then Cody's TikTok name is Cody Elise.
Okay.
And so, I mean, look, they're both insanely beautiful.
They really are.
Too beautiful for this planet. They're both so beautiful on the outside.
Okay.
Now let's talk about what the alleged problem is. So these two were friends briefly a few years ago. They met in person twice.
Okay.
Because at the time there was this thing called the Queen Team that kind of Kelsey was kicking off, and it was like other moms, other women, and they would do fun stuff like go on trips or TikTok dances or just have fun, really. And both of their accounts were going viral.
Okay.
Cody had a little bit bigger following at the time, but they were neck and neck. Okay, and then Cody had this scandal from the past come forward, and it was that when her and her husband split up, her and her best friend, they basically swapped. Like, there wasn't an agreement or anything, but she found out that her best friend, ex-best friend, was texting her husband. And they ended up getting a divorce about it. Well, then at that time, the ex-best friend and her husband got a divorce. And because of that.
Right.
And then Cody started talking to him. And they got into a relationship, and things got really violent and toxic. And, I mean, there were police reports, restraining orders, all kinds of stuff. I think. This is my opinion. I think I've heard this somewhere.
Give a little bit of zazz.
A little zazz. Okay, so these two are friends. Well, then Kelsey got into a little bit of. So anyway, when this happened in the cheating with my best friend's husband, it wasn't really cheating, but dating.
Right.
And when that all came out, Cody said, "Yes, I did that. I'm ashamed. This is what happened. They were talking. We started talking. Things progressed, and I regret every single bit of it. That was a terrible thing to do, and I'm embarrassed and hate myself for it. But you know, it happened. What are you gonna do?
It is what it is."
So then, her ex-best friend's name is Amanda. She came on the internet and was like, "That's me, and that's what Cody did to me. How terrible." And was like, then posted some pictures of her children. And she never posts pictures of her kids online. So that's all kind of going on. And while that's happening, Cody group chats, Queen Team, we're going to call it, says, guys, there's some drama going on with this group. I've got this side drama. And also, Cody, just for a little background, has an eating disorder.
Okay.
So she kind of has to protect her mental health. And she's like, I'm taking a break from all this, and I'm going to focus on my makeup and this other stuff that I'm doing. But when this Amanda came out and was like, roasting, or not roasting, posting pictures of her kids and roasting Cody, she did put in the group chat, can you guys go report that account? I don't post pictures of my kids, and if you guys can go to even your backup accounts and report it, nothing wrong with it. But in the screenshots that Kelsey later shares, it just says, all you can see is, go report her account. Get her banned. But she's referring to because of those kids. She'd already said, I slept with her husband.
Right.
Okay, so then Kelsey gets into some kind of social media turmoil because she said some, and I'm going to say what she called it, racially insensitive things.
Okay.
And it wasn't bad. She didn't say any, she didn't claim any name or anything, but she did refer to herself as, spicy white. She's not, regular white. She's spicy white.
Okay.
And she called a big plant in her house, I want to say Shaniqua.
Okay.
And she referred to it as the big girl that's loud or something. It was not okay.
Right.
So then Kelsey was like, hey, can everybody back me up? And people were like, no.
What?
I do not want an entire community pissed at me.
Yeah.
So then Kelsey got mad at Cody because she's like, I went and said Amanda shouldn't be doing this, and, I kind of came at and attacked her, and then when I asked you for help, you weren't there. And Cody was like, that's a whole different scenario.
Yes.
So then Kelsey befriended Amanda.
Oh, jeez.
Made her part of the Queen team. And when I tell you they spent the last 2 years just talking about the terrible thing Cody did, but never once said what that terrible thing was.
Oh my gosh.
In the meantime, Cody's eating disorder is spiraling. She even has said on TikTok that she thought about unaliving herself. I'm going to say unaliving because they do.
Yeah.
And now she's like, I've processed. I'm coming back. I'm showing the receipts.
Yeah.
And I'm not the problem. Kelsey is a bully.
It's you. I'm not the
Yeah.
problem. It's you.
Hi, it's you.
Thank you. The words.
Yeah. So it's still unfolding.
Okay.
More, and probably more stuff has dropped even tonight that I'm missing.
I'm sorry.
I have definitely picked a side.
I mean, yes, absolutely.
So I'm all Team Cody for days and days and days.
Well, I clearly missed all of this somehow because I know for a fact that I follow Kelsey on TikTok.
She has 4 million followers and she has over 2.
I'm almost positive because her face looks so familiar
Yeah.
that I follow her. Cody does not look familiar at all.
Once you follow her and catch up on this, I think you'll like her.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull you into Team Cody.
Yes.
And I need you to go check out this
Okay.
drama.
I will check out the Kelsey and Cody drama.
So next I want to tell you about some squashed beef.
I'm so sorry.
So, as we've already talked about, of those disputes, Katy Perry and Taylor Swift have made up. Katy reached out. She said, I'm sorry. Can we be friends again?
Literal olive branch.
Yes. Mailed her an olive branch. And Taylor accepted.
I do love that.
Yeah, I love a good resolution. Next, resolved. We have Solange and Jay-Z. He has said before when he's asked, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
He just says, that's my sister. Not my sister-in-law, that is my sister. And family fights, and it's private, and we love each other. Nothing's ever going to change that.
I mean, he's not wrong even if he is a cheater.
Yeah, I mean, family does come first. And then my personal favorite, squashed beef, Shelly Hurt and myself. And for anyone that doesn't know, Shelly is the stepmother for my 2 oldest kids. And in my little small town, that beef went on for a hot
Did
minute.
it?
Yeah. But I'm so happy to say now that I really do consider Shelly one of my very best friends.
I do feel like you guys are besties.
Yeah.
And you're close. Especially for, co-parents because most are not like that. Most
It took us a long time
step-parents-
to get there, but nobody better say nothing bad about Shelly to me. And I don't think she'd let anybody say anything bad about
I know
me.
she's one of our biggest followers because I see
I
her
know.
name all the time liking and
Yeah.
commenting on things like that.
And
so.
she's the world's best Nana. I'm so grateful that we get to
Aww.
show those kids. So that is all I have for this week.
Okay. Oh, that was good.
Thanks. I do love a good fight.
I
get into it.
Especially when you're not the one involved.
Right. It's like an escape from like my day-to-day life. Like, oh, Katy Perry, what did you do? You know, it's relaxing to me.
I like it too, especially like, oh, I have to know this tea.
Yeah.
I do wish that you would have covered the Katy Perry the Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift
Oh,
beef.
yeah. I mean, we can talk about it real quick.
That one's deep.
Oh, I know there's so many layers. Like when they had that cell phone or that phone call recording.
Yes.
When Kanye called Taylor and said, "I'm going to put you in this song,"
Right.
but it never played the whole lyric that he was going to put in there.
Right.
But Kim pulled that out like it was some big receipt,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think it landed where she wanted it to.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, I'm still Taylor.
Same. And I like the Kardashians. I do.
Yeah.
But Team Taylor.
Yep. Yep.
Team Taylor for sure.
I'm excited to hear what you got this week.
All right.
Jump in.
Okay. First, I need to issue a formal apology, mostly to Jacob,
Okay.
because he was right, and I can't even believe I'm saying that while I'm being recorded.
Oh, crap. We can edit this.
Because the amount of times I said in the last episode, and probably the episode before that, and the one before that, and probably in my daily life.
Are you going to try to it down?
I've been trying really hard. Before I say something, I keep thinking, don't say
Oh, that's going to make it harder.
It is. It does make it really hard. Almost 100 ums in 1 hour last week.
How do I not hear them when we're speaking
It
to
was
each
embarrassing.
Huh.
But then you start noticing when other people do it, because you've said it a few times
Did
today. And I was like, oh gosh, better her than me.
Dang. I guess I'll count them up.
So
I don't hear them myself either.
yeah, just my formal apology. If I continue to say it, I just know I'm trying really hard not to.
We're going to keep getting better and better.
We are.
Yeah.
So today, I want to talk about the Mandela Effect.
Okay.
Do you know what the Mandela Effect is?
For the purpose of this podcast, I'm going to say no. Or do you want me to try to explain it? That's always fun.
Yeah, you can try. Good luck. Just kidding.
No, I threw that in there for fun. It was a fun
Oh, you said I didn't even notice.
See? The Mandela Effect is when you are positive you remember something one way, but then when you're shown it today, it's different. And how do you reconcile that?
Yes, exactly. Do you know where it came from or how it started?
Nelson Mandela. Everybody thought Nelson Mandela died,
He died.
but he didn't.
He was alive and well.
That's
Everybody
wild.
had this memory that he had died when he was in prison for, like, I think it was from some of his activist work.
Mm-hmm.
But he just passed away in 2013. I say just, and that was 10 years ago, but yeah.
That's so weird.
So, because of that, people are like, this is called the Mandela Effect.
Yeah.
And now when you remember certain things, which I've got a list we can go through,
Okay.
but that have never actually happened. Or a form of that is correct, but
Right,
yeah.
it's a slightly different. I have a couple that maybe you'll talk about them, but I have one that just pops straight into my mind. I'll tell you if you cover it or not.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you an example, and you tell me what the correct version is.
Oh, okay.
According to your memory, and I'll
Okay.
tell you what the actual one is. Curious George, the cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
the monkey. You know who he is.
Yeah.
Does he have a tail? The monkey.
I'm trying to remember if he had on an orange shirt or a yellow shirt.
I remember not him. I don't think he wears a shirt, but his owner, I guess we'll call
Okay.
him, or his dad. I don't really know. I think was in yellow
Okay.
a lot.
I think I'm totally guessing. I got a 50-50 chance. He had a tail.
He does not have a tail. Which is so strange because he's a monkey. Monkeys have tails.
Right, they hang from everything.
Literally. Yeah, does not have a tail, so
Huh.
interesting. The Monopoly Man.
Monocle.
Does he have a monocle?
Yes.
No, he does not.
That's so weird. He used to.
He did not, never. He had never had a monocle. Any pictures of him with a monocle were completely made up.
What in the world?
Mhm.
Why didn't we see that over
I don't
there?
know. I remember him.
With a monocle,
Yes.
yeah. A monocle is one eyeglass.
Single eyeglass.
Yeah, for those that don't know.
Weren't we going to get monocles one time?
So one of our co-workers that lives out of town, there's a Monocles pizza place here in town. And I told her on the phone,
Oh, yes.
the doctor bought us all monocles for lunch, thinking everybody knows what Monocles pizza is. And she was quiet for a minute and she's like, he bought you all what? And I said, and then I finally said, pizza, Monocles pizza. And she said, oh, I was picturing that one eyeglass. Why would a doctor buy that for the
We're
staff?
just all walking around the office with our one monocle on. Yeah. The Lindbergh baby.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay. Did they ever find the Lindbergh baby?
Well, yes. They found, well, there was no DNA test there, but they found a dead baby.
It was, yes, and it was the Lindbergh baby. Most people believe that the baby was never found, that he was just kidnapped and just, they still don't know what happened to him.
That's
this day.
probably my obsession for crime. But
Okay.
I know that.
That's fair. I had never heard that. I know of the Lindbergh baby,
That's an interesting story. We should talk about that.
We
sometime,
should.
Yeah.
but I just didn't really know either way. Star Wars, Darth Vader says to Luke,
Luke, I am your father.
no, he does not.
Why does everybody say, Luke, I am your father?
Everybody says that. He says, no, I am your father.
He told me you killed him. No. I am your father.
Oh.
No, I mean, I've never seen Star Wars.
No, I am your father.
No, I am your father.
Okay. Maybe we should watch it.
No.
Is he fighting with someone else?
No, I'm not interested. Thank you, though. I don't have a whole lot more,
Okay.
but there's a couple that really blew my mind. So, chartreuse. If I say that, you know what it is.
Like a color?
A color.
Okay.
How would you describe the color chartreuse?
I want to say peachy. I have no idea what color is chartreuse. How do you say it?
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse. Chartreuse.
Okay. It's not peachy?
Nope. Popular belief, people think it's like a pinkish, peachy color.
Yeah.
It's yellow-green, like a yellowish green.
Ew.
Yeah, I thought it was like a pinkish reddish.
Next time I see somebody vomit, I'm going to be like, oh, what a lovely shade of chartreuse.
Do you see a lot of people vomit?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Mostly dry heave, like Josiah did this
Oh
morning.
my
No
god.
reason.
Picture candy, okay? Your favorite chocolate bar. Not a Snickers.
Okay.
A Kit Kat. I've
Okay.
now deemed it your favorite chocolate bar.
Okay. I can get behind it.
Spell Kit Kat.
KIT hyphen KAT?
Wrong.
It's not a Kit Kat.
There's no hyphen.
What?
There
Why
is-
did I even throw in a hyphen when I said it?
Oh no, you really did. Unprompted everything. There is no hyphen. Even looking at the pictures this morning, I was like, no, there's supposed to be a hyphen. There's no hyphen on a Kit Kat.
Wow, there had to have been at one time. In another universe, there was a hyphen.
I guess so.
I was confident
there's,
in that
I
hyphen.
know, I can tell you. KIT hyphen.
Yeah.
No, there's no hyphen.
Okay.
Now picture your favorite breakfast cereal.
All right. What is it?
Froot Loops.
Froot Loops. Okay.
Spell fruit. Loops.
Fruit Loops. It's like I'm in a spelling bee. Use it in a sentence.
I had a bowl of Froot Loops.
Okay. Fruit space LOOPS.
No hyphens.
No hyphens space. Fruit Loops.
Wrong. Froot Loops. On the packaging, I don't know why I'm showing you with my hands.
Make it happen in the editing room.
Fruit. It's FROOT. The O's are Froot Loops.
Fruit Loop. I thought the loops. I thought the O's and loops was the Fruit Loops.
Both. It's
Oh,
a never-ending loop of Froot Loops.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
This one, when I read it, I was like, I know this happened.
Okay.
I know it did.
All right.
Tell me who Ed McMahon is.
Oh, I've heard this one before. Ed McMahon was the president of the Publishers Clearinghouse. Oh, he was president. And he would knock on your door with a great big check and say, I'm Ed McMahon with Publishers Clearinghouse. You've won this.
Yeah. Wrong!
I
No.
heard that.
He never worked for the Publishers Clearinghouse. He actually worked for a rival company called American Family Publishers. And he was never on camera giving a check
I can
to anybody.
picture it in my mind's eye.
I can picture it too. I think the reason I can picture it is I think I mentioned in the past that I grew up a lot with Roseanne. And I remember one specific scene
Yeah.
where she's like, it's Ed McMahon! And they open the door and he's there with a check. And I think that has helped create that memory for me. But I swear that was a thing.
You and the rest of the world, Roseanne tricked us all because
Right.
I really thought that.
Just, yes.
But I have read that before that was a Mandela effect.
I didn't know that.
It's wild.
Yeah. I've never seen this movie, but Gremlins.
Okay.
The Gremlin, I think the main one maybe. What's his name? Have you seen it?
Oh my gosh, this movie is before my time. I have seen it. It's been a long time. What is his name? It won't come to me. Gremlin.
Starts with an S.
Sugar Baby.
So close.
Oh, I forget.
So many people think his name is Spike.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. But that's the mean one. No,
No,
there's no Spike.
There's no Spike. His name is Stripe.
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 Huh? Spike would have been better.
It would have been.
Okay. That would not come to me,
Yeah.
but I could get behind some Spike.
Yes. This one. Are you familiar with Tostino's pizza and pizza rolls?
Yes.
No, you're not, because that's not what it's called. It's Totino's with no S. Not Tostinos. It's Totino's pizza.
Oh my gosh! It's not Tostino's.
It's not
Totino's?
Totino's. That's
I
not-
can't wait to be by the freezer section and just be like, would you like this bag of Totino's? That's not a thing.
Please do me a favor, and I need Josiah to get that, like a picture or something for the fans.
I'm gonna ask him tonight when I get home what's the brand of pizza rolls called.
Yes.
See if he knows, but I could have sworn it was Tostino's.
I thought my whole life that's what it was called. It's Totino's.
Totino's.
Where is Bob Barker today? You know who Bob Barker is, right?
Bob Barker from The Price is
From
Right.
The Price is Right. He was there when you were homesick from school.
I thought he passed away.
So did I, and the
No.
rest of the world. That man is alive to this day.
140 years old neutering cats somewhere.
Yes.
What the hell?
I thought he passed away.
How old is he?
99.
Oh, good for him.
I know. I was like, what? Bob Barker's alive?
He was 100 when I was. Oh homesick from school, like you were just
Same.
describing. And then you were 25 years after me. So, man, this man.
I know. I mean, good for him, but I just, there's no way. I saw a video on it, and they're like, yeah, Bob Barker, he's alive. And I had to stop and Google it. Where is Bob Barker today? Where is he buried? Is he alive?
Right.
He is alive and well.
Wow.
Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.
Bob.
I know. 2 more.
Okay.
Fruit of the Loom.
Okay.
You know, you're familiar with the
The
clothing.
underwear.
Sure, yes.
Okay.
Their logo is fruit with a cornucopia,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
Wrong. No cornucopia. I know, is that how you say
It's
it?
like cornucopias are so random.
Why did we make that a thing?
The only place I've ever seen a wicker cornucopia
It's on Fruit of the
is
Loom.
on Froot Loops and at your local Goodwill store.
Yes.
Never have I just imagined one in my eye and
Never.
been like, you know what'd be good in here? Fruit. That's so wild.
Yeah.
Huh.
Fun thing. The very last one, which I think you know about, we talked about it just a second ago. I almost stopped you when you were telling me about your beefs.
Oh, okay.
The TV show that Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall.
Oh, yeah.
are on.
Uh-huh.
What's it called?
Oh, right. So, I wonder what I said when I initially said it. I thought it was Sex in the City.
Say it again.
Sex in the City?
A little louder for the people.
Sex on the City?
Oh, yes.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Oh my gosh. It's not Sex in the City.
It's not in the city. It's and.
Sex and the City.
Sex and the city. Which just doesn't flow the same.
No, Sex in the City.
Sex and the city.
I really thought it was Sex in the City.
Sex and the city.
Okay. How many more times?
I don't know. I was just gonna keep going.
I know, like, Sex in the City. Sex and the City.
Sex and the city. Everything's starting to feel foreign. Like,
Yeah.
you know when you repeat something
I
too
trust
many times, you're
nothing
like,
now.
is this a word?
Yeah.
Everything after cornucopia just all went downhill.
Do you have more?
I don't. That was my last one.
One that I have seen before, and I don't know the answer, but I'm going to ask you what you think
Okay.
it is. So, picture it. It's your favorite cartoon. There's a dinosaur. There's Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Yes, I did read about this.
What is the name of that cartoon?
It's the Flintstones.
The Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Not the Flintstones.
Not the Flintstones.
Yeah, see that
The
one threw me.
Flintstones. Really?
The
I
what?
can't. I was hoping you didn't catch that.
The Flintstones.
The
The
Flintstones.
Flintstones. Okay. I know there's more, but I cannot think of them off the top of my
There
head.
is maybe if I say it 10 times once I hear it, I'll get out of my
get out of
system.
your system.
There is the Berenstain Bears.
Oh, that is the Berenstein.
It really is.
The Berenstein Bears.
No,
the
it's
Berenstain
the
Bears.
opposite. It's the stain.
The Berenstain Bears.
I don't know who decided that was a good name. It's supposed to be the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, that was another one that I'd heard of.
Yeah, the Berenstain Bears.
I can almost freak myself out with the Mandela Effects. If you really get into
Yeah.
a rabbit hole of I remember it like this, but it wasn't. It was like this, and then they'll show proof, and it's like,
Looney Tunes.
yes,
Have you heard that one?
no,
So most people think it's Looney, Loony, Tunes, Toons, because it's cartoon, Looney Tunes,
right?
but it's tunes like music, Tunes.
That's a weird one too.
Yeah. A lot of people think, like, get so into it that they're like, we're in an alternate reality.
Yes, yeah.
This is a different timeline.
So, and maybe if I get brave and really go down a rabbit hole, we can talk about how people believe that you can actually shift your timeline.
Oh, tell me, please.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm not going to save that for maybe next week
Okay.
or something, but yeah, that's such a hard concept for me. I've barely accepted this timeline.
Same.
So, I don't know if I'm ready to project into another one yet.
Yeah. Although, I don't know, maybe that one would be better than this one.
Maybe we already have, because we're doing a podcast.
We really are, and I didn't even think in a million years that I would personally put myself out there like that. You, yes, I feel like you have that personality. Me,
it's all so fake. It's just fake bravery. Like, I have to tell myself, like, you're good enough, you're smart enough.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, people like you. Have you know what I'm talking about?
No, but all of those things are true, so you don't need to fake
There's
it.
a Saturday Night Live skit. I'll have to look it up, but where his name's Stewart.
Okay,
and
I know who Stewart is.
And he gets these, you're good enough, you're smart enough.
Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
Damn it, people like you. Like, he tells himself that in the
Is
camera.
that like your morning mantra?
It should be. It's not. I need a mantra.
Oh, okay, well, I believe that is everything that we have. I do want to give one quick reminder that right now we are doing a giveaway. So it's just really our way to say thank you to all of our fans. We want to reward everybody for interacting with our posts. So just a reminder, between now and March 1st, for every interaction that you do, a like, a follow, a rating, a share, a comment, anything that you can do on any of our platforms, we now have Facebook, gets you an entry to win some of our merch. So we'll have a great basket made up that we're going to share with one lucky fan. There are some good people in the running, so
we're gonna put some fun stuff in there too.
We really
like
are.
If you don't want to just carry around something that says these nuts on it, we get it. Although you need to carry something. But we're gonna put some fun stuff in there. And again, thank you. It really costs you nothing to be nice and just share, comment, like. We would for you.
We really would. So
I know we would.
Yes.
100%. Well, thank you again for listening, and this has been another episode of
These Nuts Podcast.
We did another.
Yay!